Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the concept, that is characteristics of standing waves. And in the previous class we have discussed about the theory of standing waves with mathematical representation and condition of node points and the condition of anti-node points along with a phase angle and a path of the wave. And here today's concept, characteristics of standing wave. The standing wave is nothing but the another name of standing wave is a stationary wave. And here first characteristics, let us take, that is important. First one is, I would like to discuss about the definition of these stationary waves or a standing wave. Both are same, standing wave or another name is a stationary wave. Another name is stationary wave. And today we will discuss what are the important characteristics of this stationary wave. The first one, you have to write the definition. These are the waves. These means which waves? Standing waves. These are the waves. These are the waves forming when two identical progressive waves. Progressive wave, the name of progressive wave, another name, that is a travelling wave. Progressive wave or a travelling wave. Progressive wave or the another name of progressive wave is a travelling waves. Travelling waves moves in opposite direction. Propagating means moving. Propagating in opposite direction. In opposite direction. What is the meaning? As you know very well, what are stationary waves? The stationary waves are formed when two identical progressive waves, they have to move exactly within opposite direction. This is first wave. This is first wave, first travelling wave or progressive wave. Progressive wave. And the second progressive wave, that is, this is second progressive wave moving in this direction. This is moving in this direction. This is second progressive wave. Second progressive wave. Second progressive wave. Both are identical, means the speed of the first wave is exactly same of the second wave. Velocity or amplitude of this wave is exactly same. Speed same. And the frequency same. Everything, both the waves are same. Wavelength of first wave, wavelength of second wave, exactly same. Frequency same. Amplitude same. Everything is same. Then these waves we are going to call it as progressive wave or a travelling wave. This is moving in positive x, this is moving in negative x. When these two waves are merged or combined, then we are getting a resultant wave pattern. We are getting a resultant wave pattern that is called as a standing wave. This is first wave. This is first wave. For example, it is second wave. This is second wave. The dotted wave, that what I am considering, that is second wave. This thick line indicating in positive, this dotted line in negative. First travelling wave in that direction, second travelling wave in this direction, both they merged, then the resulting pattern is called as this is stationary wave. These waves, stationary wave, when they are formed, when two identical progressive wave, they are moving in opposite direction, then the combination of these waves produces a pattern like this. This pattern of the wave, we are going to call it as a stationary wave. This is first one. And what is the second one? Stationary waves or standing waves. Stationary waves are not carrying energy. Are not carrying energy from one point of medium to the another point. Energy from one point of the medium to another point. One point of medium to another point. Another point. How come? Let us take. This is a standing wave. This standing wave is restricted between 2 points. This is first point. This is second point. Is this wave? Is the first wave is moving in this direction? No. And this dotted line is end at this point. This first wave is ending at this point. This is a first point and this is a second point. In between first point and second point, the wave is restricted, confined, or the wave is stored here in between this point and this point. Further there is no wave. It means that this wave is not carrying energy in forward direction or energy in this direction. This wave is not moving, not carrying the energy in this direction and not carrying energy in this direction. The energy is stored in between first point and second point. And this is the meaning. Stationary waves are not carrying energy. It means that this wave is not carrying any energy in forward or in backward. This is restricted or confined between first point and second point. And go to third one. Third important characteristics of this stationary wave. And what is that? Stationary waves is restricted. Stationary waves are confined. Confined means restricted between between 2 points of the medium. 2 points. It means that this stationary wave is restricted, means confined or stored between this point and this point. Here there is no wave and here there is no wave. Where is the wave? The wave is existed or confined or present between this point and this point. That's only. There is no wave here, there is no wave here. The wave is present between two fixed points. Confined means it is restricted or it is stored between this point and this point. Restricted means, confined means restricted. Means it is not moving further, it is not carrying energy further, it is not carrying energy in this direction. This wave is, it is held between these 2 points. Means that is confined. And what is the third one? The fourth one, that is, in the previous class we have discussed about a node point and anti-node points. In the wave, the points having zero displacement, is equal to 0. Displacement is equal to 0. Those points are called as node points. Points are called as node points. Node points. What are node points? In the previous class we have discussed about what do you mean by node points. Here the displacement is equal to 0, call it as a n, means node point. Here displacement is equal to 0 again, call it as a node point. Here displacement is equal to 0, call it as a node point. This is also node point. This is also node point. Node point ante yavudಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೀತೀರಿ? In the wave, the points which are having a displacement is equal to 0, those points we are going to call it as a node points. Here displacement 0, here displacement 0, here displacement 0, here displacement 0, here displacement 0. All the points having 0 displacement, these points are called as node points. Node points. And fifth one, in the wave, a certain points certain points or regions having maximum displacement or amplitude, maximum displacement called as anti-node points. Displacement called as anti-node points. Anti-node points. If displacement is equal to 0, this point is called as a node. Displacement is 0, this point is called as a node. Here 0 displacement, this point is a node. Here 0 displacement, this point is a node. But I am talking about antinodes. Let us see. From this point to this point, I am taking one point here. Here to here, is the displacement is equal to 0? No, the displacement is maximum here. Means this point we are going to call it as antinode, means AN. Or else you can take this also, this point. Here to here, the displacement is maximum. You can call it as also antinode. This is node point because displacement is equal to 0. Again, here one point I am taking. It is displacement is not 0 here, means it is called as AN point, means antinode. Here also displacement is maximum, called as an antinode. This is point antinode, this is point antinode, or this is point as an antinode, and this point is an antinode, AN, and this is also AN. Nodes in the sense, in the region where the displacement of the wave is 0, call it as a node point. The displacement is maximum here, then this point is called as an antinode. Displacement is maximum, this point is called as an antinode. Displacement is maximum here, this point is called as an antinode, or else displacement is maximum here, this is called as an antinode. Maximum displacement, antinode, maximum displacement here, this is antinode. 0 displacement ಇರುವಂತ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ. Displacement maximum ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ those points we are going to call it as antinode points. And one more that is important, the wavelength between any two consecutive means one after other, side by side, consecutive nodes is equal to, that is lambda divided by 2. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಡಕ್ಕಿರುವಂಥ ವೇವ್ದ ಲೆಂತ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಬೈ 2. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ side node point. In between this node point and this, in between this node point, what is the length of the wave? That is lambda by 2. You know very well. This is lambda. This is a lambda. This is complete lambda. This is, if you consider half, it is lambda by 2. From this point to this point, this is half of the wave. This wave is existed between one node point, second node point. The distance between, or the wavelength between first node point and its side node point, that is exactly equal to lambda by 2. Getting? Or distance between this node and this node, that is lambda by 2. Or distance between this node and this node, that is lambda by 2. The wavelength of the wave between any two consecutive or side by side node points, that is equal to lambda by 2. And go to next 7th one. The wavelength between one node point and its neighboring antinode points, and neighboring means side, neighboring antinode point, antinode point is equal to lambda by 4. What is the meaning of this one? The wavelength of the wave between node point and its side antinode point, that is equal to lambda by 4. How come? Let us take, this is node point, where is antinode? This is antinode. The distance between node point and antinode point, this is lambda by 4. Getting? The distance between means the wavelength of the wave between node and side node, that is lambda by 2. the wavelength between one node and its side antinode, in between those two, the wavelength of the wave is lambda by 4. That only I have written, that is lambda by 4. This is 7th one. Next I will continue 8th one here, and you understand this diagram with respect to of this one. And if you consider it as a wave, this is one wave, and if you consider just this part, we are going to call it as a loop. The waveform between any two consecutive nodes called as segment or loop of the wave. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಡುಕಿರುವಂಥ ವೇವ್ದ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರ, ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಲೂಪ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್, this is one node point, this is another node point. The waveform between these two points, node points, is called as a segment. This is called as a segment. This is node and this is node. ಎರಡು ನೋಡ್ ನಡುಕಿರುವಂಥ ವೇವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರ, this is called as a loop. Getting what is loop or segment? The loop or segment is nothing but a waveform in between any two consecutive side by side node points. ಎರಡು ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅದ ನಡುಕಿರುವಂಥ ಆ ವೇವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರ, that is a loop. And this is 8th one. And go to 9th one, that is 9th one. The phase angle between loop, all particles have same phase angle. What is the meaning of this one? Try to understand. I am considering just one loop. Now. Let us take. This is called as a loop or segment. First node point, this is. Second node point, this is. The waveform between one node and its side node, that waveform is called as a loop. And here let us take one particle is there. This particle is vibrating like this. Here one particle vibrating like this. Here one particle vibrating like this. Here one particle vibrating like this. Let us take for this particle, except node points. For this particle, angle is 0. Here angle is 90 degree. Here angle is 90 degree. For second particle, this particle, leave this one and leave this particle. Only consider 1, 2, 3, 4. The particles between one loop. The angle for second particle 0 here. The angle for second particle is 90 here. The angle for this particle is 90 here. Third particle angle is 0, phase angle. And at this point angle is 90 degree. And at this point angle is 90 degree. At this point 0 degree. At this point 90 degree. At this point, sorry, this is 270. This is 270. And 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. For all the particles, the phase angle is 0. If this particle moving here, angle is 90. If this particle is moving here, angle is 90. If this particle moving here, angle is 90. This particle moving here, angle is 90. Again it is coming here. This is also 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 coming here. 180, 180, 180, 180. Or if it is moving to this point, it is moving to this point. 270, 270. It is also moving to this point. 270, 270, 270. The particles which are present in one loop, they are having a same phase angle. Don't confuse this one. Just you try to remember 3 to 4. They are easy. First one, what is the definition of this stationary wave? You have to write. the stationary wave is forming when two identical progressive waves they are moving in opposite direction, then the resulting wave we are going to call it as progressive wave, not a standing wave. And stationary waves energy na carry madangilla. What is the reason? Because the stationary wave is present between two fixed point. ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟದ ನಡಕ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ ಆ ವೇವ್. ದಿಸ್ ವೇವ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ and not carrying energy in this direction. That's why the energy is not carrying from one point to another point. The wave is not carrying the energy in this direction, the wave is not carrying the energy in this direction. That's why the wave is not carrying any energy. The stationary waves are restricted between 2 points. The stationary waves is stranded, or it is stood up between 2 points. This node and this node, in between first point and second point, the wave is restricted or confined or stored. ಈ ವೇವ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಯದ, ಇವು ಎರಡೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟದ ನಡಕ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ. ದಿಸ್ ವೇವ್ is not moving in this direction, or the wave is not moving in this direction. Instead, what is happening, the wave is confined or restricted between first point and second point, and that is third one. And go to next one, the waves. In the waves, the points having zero displacement. Observe very carefully the diagram. This is a point, displacement is 0 here. This is a point, displacement 0. This is a point, displacement 0. This is a point, displacement 0. This is the point, displacement 0. And the points which are having zero displacement, those points we are going to call it as node points. Node points. Next, go in the wave, certain points having maximum displacement. Here one particle is there, displacement is maximum, or here one particle is there, displacement is maximum. You can call it as an antinode, or you can call this as, this is also antinode. This is not an antinode, this is a node because displacement is 0. This is antinode because the displacement is not 0. This is antinode because displacement is maximum. Here to here displacement you can take, or here to here we can take as your wish. And for this particle displacement is maximum, or for this particle displacement is maximum. In the waveform, the points which are having a maximum displacement, those points we are going to call it as antinode points. And sixth one, the wavelength between any two consecutive nodes. What is the meaning of consecutive? If you take one node and the side node you have to consider. If you consider this node, you can take another node as this one, not this one. The side by side nodes we have to consider. In between two node points, what you are getting, this wave pattern we are going to call it as a segment or a loop. And in between one node point and side node point, what is the wavelength of the wave? That is lambda by 2. Lambda by 2. Here this is one wave, this is one wave, wavelength is lambda. If you consider half of the wave, that is becomes lambda by 2. The wavelength of the wave between any two consecutive node points is called as, that is equal to lambda by 2. Just you can check up, getting, this is node point and this is side node point. In between these two, the wavelength is lambda by 2. Lambda by 2. And go to next one, the wavelength between any two node points. One node point and side, neighboring means side antinode points, that is equal to lambda by 4. For example, this is node point and its side antinode is this one. This is AN and this is node point, this is antinode point. In between one node point and its side antinode point, the wavelength of the wave is lambda by 4. Lambda by 4. Between node and node, that is lambda by 2. Between one node and another side antinode, the wavelength of the wave becomes lambda by 4. And this one, next one, the waveform between any two consecutive nodes. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಡಕ್ಕಿರುವಂಥ ವೇವ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ? ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಲೂಪ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ದ ವೇವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನೋಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಲೂಪ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೂಪ್. For example, this is node, this waveform is called as a loop. I have considered just this part. And again, go to next one, that is the phase angle between one loop, all the particles have the same phase angle. For example, consider one loop. If it is, leave the node points 1, 2, 3, 4 points, you have to consider. What is the phase angle for this particle? 0, 0, 0, 0. If it is moving to this point, this is also moving here, this is also moving here, and this is also moving here. If it is moving, phase angle is 90 degree, and it is moving to this point, phase angle is 90 degree. It is moving to this point, phase angle is 90 degree. It is moving to this point, phase angle is 90 degree. Means all the particles, they are having same phase angle. Or again, if this particle moving to this point, this is moving here, this is moving here, this is moving here, then 180, 180, 180, 180. The phase angle is same. Again, this particle is coming to this point. This is suddenly moving here. This is also moving here. This is also moving here. This is also moving here. For this particle, 270, 270, 270, 270. The phase angle is same. And you just remember, these are the characteristics or properties of a standing wave or a stationary wave. Getting, you remember 1, 2, 3, 4, at least up to 7 or 8. They are very easy, and don't confuse regarding. By observing this diagram very carefully, you have to try to understand the characteristics of a standing wave. And in the next class, we have discussed about what is the difference between a stationary wave and a traveling wave. We can discuss in the next class.